Hello
Yeah,
and welcome to another insightful episode of Expert Matters. Today we have one of the industrial leader. We have the pleasure of hosting Mr. Nikhil Deshmukh, an accomplished professional currently working as an associate officer and senior auditor at Alliance Bernstein. Nikhil has more than 7 years of experience in industry, bringing a wealth of knowledge about IT auditing, risk management, and ensuring robust technology frameworks for businesses. Join us as we delve into his journey, gain insights into the dynamic world of IT auditing, and explore the skill sets and opportunities in this domain. Welcome, Nikhil. Thank you so much for joining us today.
thank you so much, Shruti, and thank you, ISBR, so having me in this discussion sessions. Uh, I previously worked with the different firms, and I have 7 years of experience in IT auditing, risk management, and what other stuffs. So happy to answer you all the questions. Yep.
My first question, Nikhil, would be thank you first of all for joining. But can you please explain what IT auditing is actually? Because and why it is so important for organization? Because now it's a very trending topic everywhere. So can you just give us a little bit explanation and highlight about what important is and what does it mean?
Yeah. So for any organization, let's say they have a business and their business are in complementing with the IT infrastructure. If they are not taking any leverage to take those forward with respect to or by helping with the IT department, that it's kind of a backing of that front. So uh, coming to your question, uh, like the explanation what IT auditing stuff. So it's mainly consists of IT governance, risk management, control effectiveness, testing, any strategic decision making. If they are compliant with the efficiently compliant with the frameworks. Uh, so le- any development is are aligning with the industry standards. So this could be all the part of scope of IT auditing. I mean, this is the specific stuff, but it could be a more than what I'm saying right now.
Can you just tell us what a typical day looks like a senior IT auditor in one of the biggest US investment banking firm?
Uh, so my typical day is like reviewing the emails, plan out a day. We have a Scrum meeting for every audit planning team meeting. Like we plan our audit rest of the years or rest of the kind of the quarters that we have. Any specific risk assessment call that we have to attend, or we need to ensure that all the stakeholders are properly communicate with the stuffs that right now we are doing. Any specific audit testing that right now we are doing, any report writing uh, uh, with respect to the previous audited audits or the coming audits, that we need to ensure the issues are tracked within the time period. So that kind of any typical day look like on an auditor, I would say.
Understood. And how do you ensure that IT systems are secure and compliant with regulations?
Yeah, there are three things I would say. One first is the security measures. Second is whether it is compliance measures, and third is in with respect to the governance and management. uh, I would say in security and measures, whether they have a security firewalls or whether they are encrypted, in whether they have implemented any encryption techniques. If I talk about on compliance measures, what are the policies and procedures that they have, what are the specific established framework that they have implemented or taken into consideration while implementing those IT standards. Uh, those are the risk assessment techniques that they what are the specific techniques that they have chosen or uh, they taken into consideration. um, what kind of training and awareness programs that they have implemented throughout this year. uh, if I talk about any governance and management, uh, whether they have established any incident response team, whether if let's say what are the change management thing that they have implemented, and if they are not going forward as per the plan, uh, that what regulatory standards or what regulatory things that they have taken into consideration. So these are the overall thing that come into your questions, we could consider it as.
Understood, understood. And how about what are the biggest challenges you have faced during an audit? Because I'm sure there must be various parameters which
Yeah.
might not be compliant with regulation. So, what
Yeah.
are some of the biggest challenges you have faced?
There are a couple of challenges. I dipped it down with the tech first with the technical challenges. So complexity with the IT systems. So right now we have a lot of previous packages, like we called it as mainframe and everything. So these uh, applications are kind of as rapidly changing, and those are landscaping technology as changing. We need to ensure that we are also in align with those changes. Second thing, with the organization changes, let's say if there is a organization changes with respect to any leadership roles, that we also take into consideration of those, if those audits are mm, with I mean technical or non-technical. So we need to ensure that these communications or these changes with respect to audit are properly communicate with those team members. I mean, there could be a challenges with the lack of cooperation, but that's a separate topic, I would say. And any insufficient documentation, I would say. A lot of things are prevailing over and above with these insufficient documentation. So yeah, those are the challenges, I would say, for any IT auditor facing right now.
Correct. Nikhil, what inspired you actually to get into something so important and crucial, and something which is purely a data privacy concern, like IT auditor? So, what was your inspiration to take up this career?
Yeah, so right from the when I was in engineering, or I did my bachelor's in engineering, I was kind of a technology. I have an interest in technology and kind of a business. So techno and business is my kind of a crux, I would say. And I love to be a variety of challenges coming forward with me, coming out towards me, and giving responding back as per my knowledge or as per our empathy towards that problem. So first thing first, desire to make a change, make a difference uh, in prevailing those challenges, and obviously the career advancement and opportunities are bring together to bringing me here in this IT audit.
Awesome, awesome. So somebody who desires to make a difference in the industry and somebody who's very techie, who loves technology, they
Yeah,
should definitely try up this career. They should, I mean, at least give it a chance to experiment whether or not they can build a career in IT audit. My
absolutely.
second last question with you is going to be the same. What are the skill set or what are the qualifications which are essential for someone who wants to get into your field?
First thing I would say, uh, analytical skill. You should have you should be a curious why this is and why so, uh, and you should be a flexible while returning to those questions, or answering those finding those answers. uh, likewise, I previously not mentioned, but you need to have few kind of a audit standards. If you know the audit standard, you could probably have more idea to having those questionnaires with respect to your answers. Yep.
Understood. That's a great answer. What resources or certifications would you recommend for somebody who's interested into it?
I would say Isaka is a good. You should start with Isaka. You will find a lot of certifications on Isaka websites. Isaka have a lot of brainstorming sessions, live webinars, conferences. You should attend those seminars and webinars. You can, if you have interest for in networking, you could directly reach out to people who are previously within these IT auditing stuff. I would say there are a lot of certifications. The CISA and CISSP and CISM. Also, you could refer ISS2 website. We will have a different certification over the period of time. A lot of things are going with the cloud. you will have cloud certification. You could have cloud certification that would be beneficial for you to enter in this uh, IT audit field.
Correct. Just to summarize your point, Nikhil, somebody who desires to make a difference in the industry,
Yeah,
somebody who holds strong analytical skills, and
yeah,
somebody who wants to experiment technology and a completely new career domain, they can
yeah,
get into IT auditing.
yeah,
And as part of certifications or what resources they can use ISACA for webinars, certifications. And of
yeah.
course, networking is a very important part in each and every domain. So
Absolutely.
they should
Yeah,
network in the industry.
yeah. And adding to your points, you should have basic or fundamental knowledge of IT infrastructure. If that could be your plus point, I would say, to enhance your career in the IT audit field.
Correct. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we have covered all the aspects. My last question to you would be: can you share a piece of advice for the young aspirants who want to develop a career into it?
Uh, be curious, I would say. Again, I will say be curious and have a question mindset. How these are things are going and why these are things are happening on that way. Uh, so this is the only advice I would give. And I'll always ask a question. Always ask a question. Why this is and why this so. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nikhil. That's a wonderful advice to give. Uh,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much, Shruti and ISBR. Thank you.
Thanks. Your expertise and shedding light on the crucial role of IT auditing is actually a very crucial domain which is not highlighted much in our industry. And I
Yeah.
hope this episode would provide value to all of our students and all of our viewers. Thank you so much, Nikhil,
Thank you.
again for joining
Thank you.
in.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Bye.